What's going on, everybody? That's right, it's me, Golden Blue Dude, here with you again. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, especially if you're a college football fan, because that's what I do. So it's time to bring back the Chaos Meter. I did it last year, and I didn't do it last week. Almost forgot about it, so I'm bringing it back this week. And what the Chaos Meter is, it ranks the chaos that happened over the college football weekend based on upsets, crazy things happened, all that good stuff. And the highest thing that you can get on the Chaos Meter is 2007 chaos. I remember 2007, and if you do, you know what I'm talking about. If not, go Google it. So this week I'm putting the Chaos Meter at moderate chaos. It could have been higher, but I'm going to stick with moderate. I think it can get worse. The main reason it's even at moderate is because the Big 12, I don't know what happened. They didn't show up or something. I mean, there was a few teams like my team, West Virginia, Texas, and Oklahoma, but for the most part, the Big 12 looked pretty bad. And we're going to start out with the whipping boys of the Big 12, and that is Kansas. I thought Kansas was going to have revenge on their minds, and instead of going to Coastal Carolina, they somehow got them to come back to Lawrence, Kansas. And so I picked Kansas, and I laid the 6.5. I thought Kansas was going to win by a touchdown. I was wrong about that. Not only did they not cover, but they flat out lost. In fact, they got whooped by Coastal Carolina. The final score of that was 38-23, and the only reason it was even that close was because of the fourth quarter. So Kansas is actually looking like they're going to be worse this year. So let's move on to the other Big 12s that made the Chaos Meter go to moderate. Well, the next one is going to be Arkansas upsetting Kansas State. And again, I picked Kansas State and I laid the points because I thought they were a better team than Memphis. Wrong. They got upset by Arkansas State. The final score of that was 35-31. Next up, Texas Tech almost losing to an equivalent of what you would consider a high school team, Houston Baptist. They're probably the closest to high school level in college football as you can get. And Texas Tech was a 38.5 point favorite. I didn't pick that game. I didn't see the line or anything, so I didn't even know how to pick it. If I would have picked it, I probably would have gotten it wrong. Texas Tech is not good, but Houston Baptist is... I've never even heard of them, so that's how bad they are. Well, Houston Baptist was a 2-point conversion away from tying this ball game and sending it into overtime. Luckily, Texas Tech escapes 35-33. And the biggest shocker for me was Louisiana Lafayette not only upsetting Iowa State, not only whooping Iowa State, but limiting Iowa State to 14 points. And Iowa State was ranked number 23, and Brock Purdy was trying to make a Heisman run. Well, if you go by the first game, he is not going to make it because he was 16-35, 145 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. And the story of this game was big plays for Louisiana Lafayette. They had a 95-yard kick return for a touchdown, an 83-yard punt return for a touchdown, and a 78-yard touchdown pass. So, big plays doomed Iowa State, and you throw in the fact that Brock Purdy had a bad game, and yeah, they got whooped. I actually won that game because I thought it would be a close game. I knew Louisiana Lafayette was going to be a good team this year. Go back and watch my previous videos. I've already said that. Did I think they would whoop Iowa State or even beat Iowa State? No. I did think they were going to cover the spread. So I actually won that game. So, Georgia Tech, Florida State. The reason this game makes it on here was it was hard to watch. It was sloppy. And Florida State was a 12.5 point favorite. I didn't pick this game because I knew both teams were bad, so I had no idea how to pick that game. Well, it turns out Florida State's even worse than I thought because Georgia Tech is still transitioning out of the triple option, and year 2 going to a normal offense they upset Florida State. So I don't know if Georgia Tech is going to make a bowl or if Florida State's just that terrible. But anyways, the final score of that was 16-13. I did not touch that game, and that's why. And then the last game, as to why I put the chaos meter at moderate, was the Austin Peay Pitt game. And it wasn't because of the final score. The final score was 55-0. It was because at halftime, Pitt was up 42-0, and the two teams agreed to play the third and fourth quarters in 10-minute intervals instead of the normal 15 minutes. So that's why that game landed on why the chaos meter was at moderate, because they literally shortened the third and fourth quarters. Which, by the way, going back to my bets against the spread, I tallied up the score and I was 8-5 against the spread, which is 66%. So last year I was over 60%, and it looks like I'm carrying that momentum into 2020. I'm 8-5, 66%. And had the Big 12 not laid an egg, I would have went 11-2. So thank you, Kansas. Thank you, Kansas State. Thank you, Iowa State. Y'all ruined it for me. I would have had an amazing week had y'all done what you were supposed to do. But you didn't, and I still ended up doing pretty stinking good. 8-5, 66%. I'll take it. I'll have more bets on the spread before this coming week because the SEC is going to get involved. So there you go. Chaos meter at moderate. Golden Blue Dude, 8-5, 66%. So win you some money and watch my spread videos, and you can thank me later. That's all I got for this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next video.